Average rainfall 450, 460 inches per year. Record rainfall for that mountain was back in 1982, and in that year it dropped a total 681 inches. Okay, so we're very fortunate we can see the top of the mountain. Okay, living here for a year, if you're lucky, you can see the top maybe about 8-9 times out of the year. Okay, always covered by clouds. And then a lot of times you only see cloud cover, and then you see waterfalls coming down. It's considered a rainy day. That's where they have the rain gauge. This is Kukui Grove Shopping Center, Kauai's largest shopping center, Kukui Grove. Again, named after the abundance of kukui nut trees. State tree, also known as the candle nut tree, kukui nut. And then over here, left side, this is our Kauai poo-poo factory. This is where you can buy the pee-pee poo-poo from, right here.
Oh, you want something?
Maybe I just had it right at the top.
We're doing one tomorrow morning.
Yeah, just raise it up higher.
It goes all around.
Oh, the whole island.
You get some of the background.
I couldn't get her to do a helicopter. I wanted to. No.
I thought that was an estimate. Almost thought about buying. Should have put it. I put my long sleeve shirt on the deck this morning. If I was cold, I should have brought it with me. Almost thought about buying a long sleeve T-shirt at that junk shop. Well, the sun's coming out.
Hey, chicken, chicken, chicken. Hey, chicken, 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 chicken. Hey, little girl, chicken, chicken, chicken. Mr. Rooster. Mr. Rooster.
Yeah, videoing.
Yeah,
That is cool.
that is the neatest thing I've ever seen.
Katie Rose, will you just send me the picture? And what is that from? The water pressure on there?
Wasn't it?
Isn't that cool, Kathy?
Like Yellowstone.
I thought it was a
You
real
ever seen
whale.
one? I've seen one before.
No, am I in your way?
No.
That's the closest thing I've ever seen.
Whoa,
Wow.
double whammy. Oh, that was a.
Go down there and get a shot.
Yeah.
Dad, to carry my photo. That was cute.
All these girls down there. You guys look there's some boats up there. Nice. There's a load, I'm sorry, there's a load full of people riding on the trail. See them up?
It's the only boat I see out there.
Huh?
It's the only one I see out there.
One there, one out there too.
Not that far.
It's not
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. They got shops over there.
Here it comes.
Chrissy, that's where you're gonna need your flowers to get a flea market. Whoa, go, baby, go!
That was a good one.
Got video, you can get a video back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to catch it when you can see it go in the cycle.
Like the camera that was lost.
No, there was no camera that was lost.
Oh, I thought that was
He heard something drop and assumed he dropped his camera, but it was in his bag. We still don't know what fell though.
yeah, well, not the camera.
No, camera's good.
He had a real distraught look on his face.
He'll probably have that the rest of the day.
Yeah. Hey, you shake it up.
I'll get one big one.
Oh, I love the sun. It's gorgeous. I want to see a whale.
It comes
Come
both
on.
ways. So it's going to get a little one. You can see it on that one. Or if it's coming from this way, you'll see it there.
Okay, coming up right side, the lagoon, Blue Hawaii, and then that grassy area right there, that's where Mr. Welcome the people to my island.
That's when they
So
got
it
married.
is going to be redone again.
Yeah.
They're tearing down as much as they want, trying to salvage whatever they can, like this area. So a lot of the bungalows, the concrete and stuff like that, they're going to keep. Hopefully another 2 years, 2.5 years, the new cocoa palms will come out.
So they got married in that little lagoon. Oh, that's gorgeous.
You bought it, huh?
Oh, that's so pretty.
There's a place I recall, not too big, facts kind of small. The people there know they got it all. The simple life for me. Helio to Kaua'i, Hanalei by the bay. Wailua River Valley is where I used to play. The canyons of Waimea, standing all alone. The magic of the garden now is calling me back home. When I was young, not too smart, I left my home looking for a brand new start, to find a place that's better still. Now I know I never will. Helion to Kaua'i, Hanalei by the bay. Wailua River Valley is where I used to play. The canyons of Waimea, standing all alone. The magic of the garden now calling me back home. Helio to Kauai, Hanalei by the bay. Wailua River Valley is where I used to play. Canyons of Waimea, standing all alone. The magic of the garden now is calling me back home. It's calling me back home.
Oh, Mosquito feeding time. So we'll take more pictures when we come back down. Yes, we feed. And stay together, stay on the pathway. Don't feed the wild animals. Come on. I'm kidding. They're like, what? Come on, guys. Oh yeah, they feeding times.
And there's lots of snakes.
Let me know when you see one. I need a new belt.
Yep.
You know, people come to
Give
our
to see
island
gators.
and they bring snakes, they bring lizards, they bring. One person bought Russian razorback boar and let them loose. And this is all the devastation.
It looks like Arkansas, where we're from. We have razorbacks.
Yeah.
And where we go,
I saw the picture.
where we go camping,
Yeah.
we hadn't been there in a while, and we went, and it was all torn up.
Yeah, it's all
Rooted.
torn up. And they're just going through the mountain, just tearing up everything. So what we do, we shoot them. And then here comes the government, like, you can't do that. I go, yeah, watch us. This is our house. We're cleaning house. Restroom.
That's the prettiest restroom I've ever seen.
Yeah. In the facility. In the facility. Okay. Because that we have foreigners. They find a tree. Hello, what are you doing? Get in the facility. Wait a minute, I'll get a man. Captain.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah. Too much
I love the orange flower there.
I know, really, it's a state. I swear to God.
State flower.
Look at all the chipping stuff right here.
Yeah.
I mean, hello. Oh, we're the government. We should shut up. I don't think so. I pay you bills. So what we're doing is, the native people, that we call them Maka'inana, we're trying to restore our own watersheds in each area. We have plenty of watersheds, and we have our Hawaiian people living in them. And that's our subsidy, you know. That's how we eat. Oh, a kayaker came here to his lunch, and voila, papayas. They're not endemic to Kauai, but someone came and just threw something, and that's how you spread invasive species.
Wow.
You can't eat that. Papayas is good, but you can't eat this one.
Oh.
It's planted right next to the sewage plant.
Oh, that would be good.
So don't eat that. Always be careful of your food, guys.
For bad people.
Oh, nasty. See, look, all the pig tore all of it.
Yeah, it looks just like where we
All
live.
of it. And he came in and just took all the gingers.
Yeah.
And this area was the only part that we had like edible ginger. It's all
Man.
All the rest of the gingers are not edible. But they took it all out.
Yeah.
They were here too. The blues were here too. So we've been, and I saw the razorback, and we started interbreeding with our Hawaiian one. Oh, ugly.
Ugly?
We don't eat them. No, they're too nasty looking. They got bumps all over them. Our Hawaiian pigs are pretty. We'll eat them, and they're healthy. This one is just tears up everything.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went to Arkansas and Louisiana, they showed me pictures of the boars.
Yeah.
And they're like monsters.
They're scary.
1,000 pounds, and they come like cattle, and they just come over everything and eat everything.
And when you camp, you have to take all your food and put it back in the car at night. Otherwise, they'll eat
I
it.
camped in a tree. Forget that. Forget that, man.
Oh wow. This is magical.
Sacred area.
Yeah.
We closed it off already because there's too much abuse going on, and plus the rocks are falling down, trees are falling down. Don't worry about the waterfall. We'll take more pictures when we exit over there. Don't worry about the waterfall. We'll take more pictures as we go. I like the 5-mile walk.
Yeah. That's the kind of 5-mile walk I can do.
I can marry right here.
Again?
Again.
Was he getting married again? Okay. I could go and do all my lessons. Oh, yeah. I'm going to start about paradise.
Well, this is worth a plane ride. Oh man. This is worth a plane ticket.
Come on up, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up and get a picture of the grotto. Get a picture of the cave. The grotto. Come on up, everybody. Come and get a picture. That's the grotto.
Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this.
The cave. Yeah, no. Well, it's the site of over 10,000 weddings. Since 1962, people have been coming here to get married. Hawaiian people get married in Las Vegas. We don't get married here. We don't want to get stuck in a hole. We get class now, ladies. Now, the most recent wedding, about 4 days ago, a couple came from California to get married here. And about a week ago, a couple came from Arizona, was it? Arizona. So people get married here on the stage.
You're out of pictures, Daddy. Start moving.
No. You just let me know.
Here they are. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like that? No.
What is that?
Yesterday we're on
Picture
this tour.
plane?
Yeah, it's a picture, but I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I was on the same tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like the lid's up. You know, I mean, it's like I've never seen anything like it.
You can get those at Walmart sometimes.
That's what he said.
Yeah, they're not too unusual. I've had a fly trap too.
Yeah,
I
it's a
killed
real
it
plane.
too.
I thought they were fake at first, and he goes, "Oh no, that's a picture plane." So I never even heard of
Not
it.
from Venus.
And the flowers this guy had planted, orchids, and it was amazing.
Oh dear, it's wet.
There were a lot of leaf flowers growing in the water.
What?
The canvas prints that we get.
It depends on who's got a sale.
Oh, it depends on who's got a sale, okay.
That's gonna be the tricky part. There you go. You got it. I've done worse.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are safely off the dock and on our way back down to the marina. So we're letting you guys off of the boat here in the next 20 minutes, okay? Got a bunch of manao, a bunch of knowledge, and a bunch of history to share with you guys about the Wailua River. So once again, sit back, relax, and enjoy it. If you guys got any questions, please come up to the front and ask. Okay, I'll shake. Welcome to the Wailua River. Wailua is spelled W-A-I-L-U-A. W-A-I in Hawaiian means fresh water. Okay, said as by. Lua, L-U-A is short for the word Elua. Elua means number 2 in Hawaiian. So the meaning of Wailua is 2 bodies of water flowing into one river. We get the meaning of that actually right here in front of us. You're going to notice this fork in the river. So back behind us, way past the Fern Grotto, not the waterfall that you guys walk by, there's another waterfall called Wailua Falls that feeds into the river. Kayakers, paddleboarders, they all go up that way in the fork. They paddle up about 100 yards, park their kayak on a black sand beach. They hike up another 300 yards or so. They have lunch and swim at what they call Secret Falls. Not so secret, but Secret Falls is what feeds into the river as well. So right over here, the meaning of Wailua, 2 bodies of water flowing into one river. Keeping the boat off to the right side over here because there is a gigantic rock directly in the center of the river. I do not want to hit it. But off to the left side of the channel, this is the Kaua'i Hawaiian village, an old resurrected canoe village. Hawaiians really did live there, okay? $5 will get you in. Back behind the trees, there's lots of huts. They show you how the Hawaiians live, how they cultivated, the games they played, and all sorts of cool kind of stuff. So, yeah. Check that out. $25 will get you on one of those orange canoes or the orange kayaks over there if you guys want to check out the river for yourselves. Kaua'i Hawaiian Village was used in a movie called Outbreak, starring Dustin Hoffman and Morgan Freeman. If you guys watched that movie, the Kaua'i Hawaiian Village was the tiny Matumba village in Africa. Another movie scene. Flat piece of pasture land off to the right side was used in the movie Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The part where Harrison Ford runs through the field, jumps into the river, and then jumps into his seaplane. Goes flying off. That was shot right here to the right side of us. Flat piece of pasture land, just buffalo grass to feed all the cattle and stuff like that now. But it used to be a giant rice paddy field in the year of 1861. An event took place in 1861 that actually changed Hawaii forever, changed America forever. Anybody know what happened in America? 1861.
Civil War?
Correct. Civil War broke out of the country. After that, anything south of the Mason-Dixon line had control over sugar. Okay, the North had no sugar. That's when us, Kaua'i, we started growing sugar cane. Okay, we had a lot of sugar barons here on the island. You guys know Dole, D-O-L-E, pineapple banana, right? Dole was actually one of the first and biggest sugar barons here on the island of Kaua'i. Got whiff of what was, well, him and the other sugar barons got whiff of what was going on in the mainland. They started to create these sugar contracts. These sugar contracts brought in a lot of immigrants. Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, Portuguese, Filipinos, Puerto Ricans, Russians, a whole bunch of immigrants to the island of Kauai. Chinese and Japanese immigrants, upon fulfilling their contract with the sugar industry, they took this flat piece of pasture land. It wasn't pasture land, it was just a flat piece of land. They turned it into a giant rice paddy field. So besides sugar, we actually started to export rice. Up until Sacramento, California started to grow their own rice. They could grow a lot more of it and grow it a lot faster than we could here in Hawaii. So put us out of business for rice along with sugar. No longer sugar here in Hawaii. The last plantation closed down on the island of Maui. The last harvest from that. If you guys want to try it again, eat it with something really salty. Like luau's have kalua pig, momi salmon. Try to eat it with that, something salty. It'll taste a whole lot better. Okay, poi was very abundant, real easy to grow. So that's why it was a main staple here in Hawaii. Pork, turtle meat, all that kind of good stuff, that was only for the royalty. So as a commoner, you were only allowed to eat poi and fish. That's it. Okay, let me bring your guys' attention back to the river here. I did get some questions about the river, fish, and all that kind of stuff. Well, the water right here is brackish water. It's a mixture of salt and fresh water. Back at the marina, it's the old sugarcane bridge. Behind that is the Pacific Ocean. Because of that, this river is at sea level. It does have a 3-foot tide change. There is a lot of life in this river. Bluegill, pompano, smallmouth, bigmouth bass, mullet, barracuda, tilapia, jack trevally, which gets over 100 pounds. It's a trophy fish, a lot of tournaments for them. Crustaceans like the Malaysian prawn and Samoan crab. Samoan crab, real similar to your guys' Dungeness and blue crab. And on very rare occasions, we have Hawaiian green sea turtles and monk seals up this river as well. Pretty cool. Turtles, see quite a few turtles here and there. Just look out for the floating rocks or the floating trash can lids. Those are turtles. Freshwater. Freshwater comes from the center of the island. So, Wailua River is 21 miles long. However, only 2 of it is navigable. Sorry. Rest of the 19 miles heads towards the center of the island up to about 5,000 feet in elevation. The second tallest peak and the second wettest spot on earth, Mount Waialeale. At the top of the mountain is a pretty good sized pond. That pond accumulates about 450 inches of rain a year. Enough rain to make it the second wettest spot on earth. From that pond flows several different streams. Those several different streams open up into bigger streams, big waterfalls, and 5 main rivers around the island of Kaua'i, Wailua being one of them. And in the year of 1982, Mount Waialeale was the wettest spot on earth, broke the Guinness Book of World Records for just a little over 700 inches of rain that year. 82 was the same year as Hurricane Eva, and 10 years after that, 1992, the infamous Hurricane Iniki, which was the most powerful hurricane recorded up until this year with the recent hurricanes that we've been getting. Yeah, Texas.
What is the state fish of Hawaii?
It is the uku numu numu apua'a.
Good job.
Thank you.